Hi you guys, and welcome to market recap part 2. So I know I didn't even do an outro to my last video because last night I was finishing up editing everything and I was like, this is already over 30 minutes and my phone struggles. I do everything on my phone. I film, edit, and upload from my phone. And so anytime I get a video that is in the upper 20s or 30, like that is kind of like I've done a couple videos longer than that, but my phone struggles to handle that load. So I could have done everything in one video, but I just was afraid that I wasn't ever going to be able to upload it and I was going to lose my mind trying to do that. So I just decided to do this in 2 parts. So if you haven't, I will link below for part 1 where I show my market, the booth setup, kind of check-ins throughout the day, what my booth looked like afterwards, and then me going over all my sold out things, so one-offs, and then just anything else that was sold out or almost sold out of. I'm already itching my nose. I need to start taking Zyrtec every day. That would be helpful. But I'm gonna jump back into it. So if you need to go watch part 1, I will link that below like I said, but let's move on. I was kind of going in order of things that sold. Baby Yoda, 2 hanging flower plants. The third sale of the day was my Willy Wildcat. So I'm just gonna go over all my team things right now. So Willy Wildcats, I realized I forgot to add my 2 white stripes right here, but they still sold well. So I brought 5 Willy Wildcats with me. I am working on this pattern. This will be releasing as Sweater Kitty. So it's going to be this pattern, but instead I'll probably give an option to do like a jersey like this guy's wearing, but I'll have different like sweater options with kitties in them. I am working on that. I've got the Canva documents started, but this is my own pattern. This is Willy the Wildcat. Again, we are in Kansas, so I kind of have like a little set of local mascots in my stand, and they typically do well. They do well. Okay, so I brought 5 of these and I sold 3 of them. I sell these for $15 a piece. And then with the Willy Wildcat, this is the K-State mascot. So for KU's mascot, I make Jayhawks. This is really similar to my Robin pattern that I have for sale on my Etsy. The Jayhawks I also sell for $15, and I think I sold 2, let's see. Yeah, 2 out of the 5 I brought. I'm just gonna put these up here. I always talk about them and forget to put them up here. I also have Missouri Tigers up. So we're in eastern Kansas, so we are right on the border, or right very close to the border of Missouri. So the big schools people go for in my area would be KU, K-State, and Mizzou. So I have a Mizzou Tiger here. I don't think the one I sold went to a Mizzou fan. I think it's just someone who liked the tiger pattern. So this is another pattern that I need to release. It is like the loaf cat shape, but yeah. This guy I have going for $20 because they take me a longer amount of time than the Jayhawks and Wildcats because of the color changes, sewing on the tail, the embroidery and stuff on the face. So I sell these for $20, and I only brought 2 of them, and I sold 1 out of 2 of the Missouri Tigers. And this is also my own pattern. This is my Patrick Mahomes. I do have this available on my Etsy if you're interested. I need to fix his little goatee is not showing that much. This little Patrick goatee. So this is Patrick Mahomes because the Chiefs are the most popular football team around here, even though technically they are in Missouri, they're in Kansas City, Missouri, not Kansas City, Kansas, but still. I sell him for $20 also because of the hair embroidery. It takes me quite a bit more time than any of my other small similar sized items. So because of the embroidery of his jersey number, the arrowhead, his hair, I sell him for 20, and I only sold 2 of these. I brought 5. Okay, you guys, next on my list here, I sold a purple penguin. So I had 4 of these little penguins. I'm still picking tree fuzzies off my plushies. I brought 4 of these guys with me, a pink, a teal, a purple, and just your traditional black and white penguin. And I sold the purple and pink. I sold these for $13 a piece, I believe. Yes, $13 a piece, and I sold 2 of the 4. Oh, this is by, oh dear, who is this by? I will make sure to put the pattern. This is from a free pattern on Instagram. I'll make sure that I put her name below. After that, my possums. So if you watched my other video and my after clip, you might have seen that my possum shelf was empty. However, I have one left. Do you see why I took it off the shelf? I went up to like organize my stuff and I saw this. I have no idea what this is. Like, I don't know if it's like popsicle juice. I don't know if it's lipstick. I don't know, or candy, some kind of food. I don't know, but it's nice and pink right on the white yarn. So I had to take this off the shelf because I didn't want to make anyone buy one of these with stained with food or whatever that is on there. So I had brought 4 of my big possums and I sold 3 out of the 4. I sell these for $18 a piece, and maybe I would have sold 4 out of 4 if this one wasn't. This is the first time I've had merchandise get ruined at the stand. I am going to try to see if I can salvage this guy by, I have washed plushies before unintentionally. William threw a chicken once into my laundry and I washed it unknowingly and it came out fine. So I'm wondering if I can like spray this down and wash it to at least make it presentable. Maybe one of my kids would want it, but anyway. And I sold all 5 of my mini possums. So possums were probably my best seller of the day if I combine the totals of the big and little. Okay, next, let's see. I have listed some of my mini things. By the way, this was the one mini turtle that I had left, and my mini axolotl. I found them in my basket that I brought in my room to show, but these were my only minis that I had left from my little mini bin. By the way, interlude. This guy, he looks like Elmo in crab form. So, sorry, this does not have to do with my recap, but I may or may not be part of a summer collab group that is going to be releasing a week of free sea-themed crochet patterns. And I believe this is going to be my contribution. It's a no-sew mini crab. This was my first attempt at making him. I haven't even written down the pattern. I might move his eyeballs back a row, but as of right now, I think this is going to be my pattern contribution. I will be releasing him for free sometime mid to end of June. So I gotta work on this pattern too. Let's put him, oh, he's gonna be out of screenshot. It's okay, Krabby, I'll put you back here for now. Okay, I gotta think of a name for him. If you have a name suggestion for my no-sew little crab, feel free to drop that below. Okay, where am I at? Chickens. Oh, my chickens are still in my bin. I'll put a picture of a Mabel chicken in case you haven't seen one. I'm sure you have many before. The chicken sold more than anything else yesterday. How many of my markets my bestseller? How many times has my Mabel chicken been my bestseller at a market? I don't know. Many times, you guys. So my Mabel chickens, I don't know. I think I brought 16 of them, maybe. I kept restocking my basket. I would have 6 out at a time. And I sold 6 of those during the day, which is more than any other item unless I put the Possum mini and bigs together. If I combine the Possum mini and bigs, then I sold... Did I just rub mascara all over my face? Then I sold 8 of those. But just individual like items, I sold 6 of my chickens. Those continue to be good sellers for me, even though I know are they becoming less popular now? I know loaf cats are like everything right now, but I didn't know if Maple chickens still were, or if they're starting to not sell as well for people. I don't know. They still sold well for me yesterday, or 2 days ago now. All right, next I'm going to be talking about mushy pops. I think I only sold 2 mushy pops. I did increase the price on these. I used to sell them for $15. I bumped this up to $17 because of the extra time it takes to embroider the top and to do all the descending rows that are hidden to make it poppable. It just took me longer than my other $15 make, so I made it $2 more expensive. I sold a solid red one of these and then a hot pink one with the embroidered hearts on it. So I sold 2 of those for $17 a piece. This is the Sammy Spore pattern from Cable and Canvas. It's a paid pattern. I use an 8mm hook to make them extra chunky, and I love these guys. They typically sell well for me, but since I've increased the price, more tree fuzz. Since I've increased the price, I haven't sold as many, but I don't know if that also could be because I have a lot more options for things. Okay, next, my tofu turtles. I brought 5 tofu turtles. This is by Meg's Makes Crochet. Also, speaking of Meg's Makes Crochet, I think it was her. She has been releasing fruit bat sneak peeks. She's released, I've seen a post of like a lemon fruit bat and a watermelon fruit bat, and they are the cutest. I am buying that pattern because, oh my goodness, they are so cute, fruit bats. I need all the fruit bats. Anyway, I'm not talking about those though. I'm talking about tofu turtles. I brought 5 of these and I sold 2 of them. I sell them for $17 a piece. I sold one that was in a teal, like a dark teal and light teal color. And then I sold one of the variegated, that sailor's color yarn. It's like a tan, teal, and kind of like a coral color variegated yarn. That was the shell with a green body. What's next? Oh, jellyfish. So I brought 6 jellyfish with me. This is one with embroidered eyes, and I sold 3 jellyfish. I think a pink, a purple, and I don't remember what the other color was. Oh, a pink, a lavender, and a dark purple jelly. But I sell these for $18 a piece. This is the Loops and Knots crochet pattern. I sold a few of her patterns. Her sea turtle pattern too, I've used before. Anyway, I love to, if people come and ask like, what should I get for a baby? I always offer the jellyfish because of the tentacles. Really good for babies to like grasp. Okay, next. I sold 2 moles yesterday. This is my own pattern. I have a pattern pack available for a mole that sits up like this, and then one that's like on all fours with its snout on the top, and then a guacamole with looks like an avocado with like an avocado seed in the middle. I sold 2 moles, and one of them was to this little boy whose parents were running a booth across from us. And he thought they were nifflers from Harry Potter, which I don't know if you guys are Harry Potter fans. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. And so he came up, he was like, are those things from Harry Potter? And his mom was like, the nifflers. And I was like, oh my gosh, they're moles. But if you want them to be nifflers, like you can totally get a niffler. You can totally buy them as a niffler. And so when he ran off somewhere, his mom came over and bought the black mole that was sitting up like this to give it to him as a birthday present, a niffler birthday present. So I sold a niffler mole and then my mole that was kind of on all fours like this. So I was really excited. Again, this is my own pattern that's on my Etsy for purchase. And then let's see. Oh, axolotls. So I brought 4 axolotls. I had 5 and I can't find one of my axolotls. I had an orange axolotl with, an orange axolotl with teal gills that I don't know where it is, but wasn't at my market, so it's probably somewhere in the house. I don't know, but I sell these for 20 a piece. They're pretty good size. And this is modified. I kind of upped the size of a pattern on Instagram. I will put her name below. But I only brought 4, and I sold 1 to a former student. Hi, Tragan, if you're watching. She got a purple, the like light purple axolotl, and my one of my dragons. I think it was the dusty pink dragon. There he goes. He's tall enough to peek out from behind. Then the bees. So I talked about mini bees in my last video, but I also had a couple of bigger size bees, and I had a couple sitting bees that was a different pattern that I kind of had in this bin of assorted bees. When I sold all my snakes, I put my bigger bees in there. So I sold one of these that I talked about yesterday, but I sold a 30 stitch count bee and a sitting bee yesterday. One of them was to my student Emily. Hi Emily, if you're watching. But yeah, I sold my sitting up bee for 13, my bigger bee for 15, and these for 10. So I sold one of each of those. I would release that pattern, but there's about 1 bazillion bee patterns, so I'm sure you can find one that looks just like that or similar to. Okay. On down, I did sell one of my cows. Look, see these? These were just on all my plushies. So this is a pattern from the Cozy Stitch. It's a Chubby Buddy. This is from the farm set, I don't know, the cow Chubby Buddy. I had 3 of these. I sell these for 15 a piece, and I sold one that was, I keep calling it the pumpkin spice, but it's a tweed yarn that is like cream colored with some orange speckles in it. I also make chickens with them. Okay, cupcakes. I sold 1 cupcake at the very end of the market. My sweets all together did not do well, so I had brought 3. I'm missing 1 ice cream cone too that didn't make it to the market with me, but I didn't sell any ice creams. I did not sell my macaroon. I did sell my donut, and it was with the same lady that bought one of my cupcakes, my repeat customer. And but that was not till the very end of the market. So if she hadn't come and bought those like at the very end when we were getting ready to pack up, I wouldn't have sold any of my sweets. But I did have 3 cupcakes. She bought my least favorite one, which is exciting to me because I was like, I don't like that one, no one's gonna buy it, and she did. So I sold these for 13 a piece. I sold 1 of them out of the 3 I had, and then I sold my donut with it for 15. 0 ice creams for 15, 0 macarons for 13, 0 Pop-Tarts, although a lot of people picked up the Pop-Tarts, so I still have hope for Pop-Tarts. I'm gonna make another one of these. This is from Tammy from Crafty Mompreneur. I think these will sell. It wasn't his day yesterday, so that is that. And you guys, I think that is everything. So I did mention briefly that none of my booty frogs sold. Oh no, I forgot. Why don't I have this written down? I sold a love bug. I might have forgotten to write this down. I sell these for 18, these love bugs. This is a pattern, another pattern that I need to publish. It's my own pattern that I made kind of in February, but not till after Valentine's Day, so then I didn't want to put it out. But I had one of these that was like in pinks, I think it was in pink stripes, that I sold for $18. That was exciting because that's my own pattern. So I guess I need to add that and my mini turtle to my totals. All right, you guys, I just did some tallying, and William is waking up from his nap and is not very happy, so I'm gonna do this part quickly. All right, so total, let me break it down for you. I sold 72 items, which is the most I've sold in my Burlington Christmas market that I did last November. I sold 65 items. So I just broke my personal best on the amount of items sold. My total for sales was $1,085. So I did break my $1,000 mark, which I'm super pumped. I've only ever done that one other time. That was at my Burlington, the one I was just talking about. At that market, I also hit 1,000 in sales, and that one is still my personal best. I'm gonna start saying that. My PB, or my PR, personal record, personal best, was in cash, was that market I did in November. And this has been my best market as far as quantity of items sold. And I think that was largely in part to having the minis available for people that were the 10 and under price range. So I am super pumped with that. I had a $50 booth fee, so I can take that out. And then we did buy like a corn dog, and I think Jake bought his chicken sandwich. So, and maybe some drinks. How much was that? Probably 15 bucks. And I bought a flower pot at the market too. So that was another $25. So once I took out the potted plant we bought, the $50 booth fee, and I guessed like 15 for what we spent on food, then I have a $992 profit. And of course that's not putting in to all the yarn and stuff that I bought before. Honestly, I don't know. I need to start keeping track. So I can be like legit, you know, but I'm not very good about that. This was an extremely profitable market. I think I have an option to do a market June 7th. And I think I'm going to take that one off. I have paid for one in July. It's the same market I did for my first market ever last year. And I think I'm just going to take the next couple months to restock my 70 items that I sold, to do more pattern tests, and to write and publish a couple more patterns. So I don't think I'm going to do the market in June, just so I have more time to do those things. I need to do a couple custom orders. I have a loaf cat custom order. I hadn't ever made an Annie Caraway loaf cat, you guys, until just recently. So that, I know that's insane, but yeah, I have several patterns I want to work on. And so I think that's going to be kind of the things I'm working on in the next month or two. And then I'll really crank out market prepping stuff again for my market in July. So that is what is coming. Thank you guys for watching. If you stuck around for both parts, sorry I had to split it into 2 videos, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions about patterns or pricings or whatever else, go ahead and leave those in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for all your support and for watching. Having a mass dirt bath party.
Can we go fishing, Mom?
Group dirt bath party.
Mom, can we go fishing? Mom?
Peaches is being the most helpful by pecking and scratching dirt off other chickens that are dirt bathing.